Are you wondering how you can keep your pipeline growing and full as an instructional designer? Well, friends, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the one thing you need to be doing in order to keep that pipeline healthy and full. Hi friends, I'm Vanessa Alzate, the founder and CEO of Anchored Training, and on this channel, I help instructional designers and e-learning developers just like you level up, not only in instructional design, but also in the business of learning. Okay friends, so this one thing I do is a game changer to make sure your pipeline is full, and that is keeping track of every single client I have worked with. Doesn't seem very groundbreaking, right? But I'm telling you, it is difficult to remember to stop and take the time, especially in the beginning of your freelancing career, to do these little steps. So often we don't look at ourselves as business people. We just look at ourselves as freelancers, and we go for jobs here and there, as we need, but we don't really think about freelancing as a business. And so we don't set up these systems in the very beginning of our career that end up saving us so much time and pain later. Or we're just so busy because we are always taking on all these projects that we don't take the time to stop and really work on the business, not only in the business, if that makes sense. So let's talk a little bit about why you should be keeping track of your clients. So I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of my career, I didn't do this. Why? Because I was so busy working in my business, I didn't really think about the need to work on my business until I decided to start making something a little bit bigger than myself. I just always assumed that it was just gonna be me. I would find jobs, through referrals and things like that, or just find jobs through friends, find jobs on LinkedIn. I didn't really understand the value of working with past clients and making sure I was on top of their mind. I just assumed that if they had a need for instructional design in the future, they would immediately remember me and contact me. And what I learned was, frankly, out of sight really does mean out of mind. And you can't always rely on the fact they are going to remember you. Sometimes they will. If you did an amazing job, of course they will, but sometimes they won't. Or it's a larger company and they work with so many freelancers that they go to someone else before they go to you. You want to become that go-to person for that client. You want to be memorable. And statistically, you are more likely to close a contract with a previous client than you are with someone that you just met, someone that you have seen that they posted something on LinkedIn looking for freelancers, or you just found something on some job board or something like that. You are more likely to close contracts with repeat clients. So you want to keep your pipeline full, you need to be connecting back with those repeat clients. And so you have to be tracking their contact information, but also when you reached out last and what that conversation was. Nothing extensive, just a couple of notes here and there about, your last conversation. When you keep up with your client, you are more likely for them to remember you more immediately when a need arises, and they will come to you with a new potential project. So how can you stay in their inbox? Well, just periodically, every quarter or so, send them a note, just, saying hello, hoping that everything's been going well. Check in on the project that you worked on, see if has been any feedback, how it's been going, if they've seen a return on their investment. You want to see if there's been any behavior change, if the goals of the learning have been met. That's one way. You can also share something with them that you've learned. Maybe you learned a new tool, or you had a new project and you learned how to do something different with software simulations that you thought would be really cool for this client, or you worked on a scenario-based training and you remembered a conversation that y'all had about how to utilize scenario-based training, or the want for that, or how it could be utilized. All of those things are really great ways to be connecting with your client, because you're jogging their memory and putting in their mind ways that they could be working with you. They may not have realized that you had expertise in, or that you even knew how to do at all. So definitely want to, keep in touch with them, letting them know what you've been up to, new things that you learned and things like that. If you see something big has happened for the organization, send them a note, congratulate them, let them know, hey, I saw this, thought of you, and congratulations, this is really big for the organization. I'm, really happy for you all. Things like that really do keep you top of mind, and it allows you to be in their email without being annoying. That is where I definitely was, I would say I was fearful of always reaching out to past clients because I didn't want to be annoying. I didn't want them to see my email and say, oh, here comes Vanessa again. And so I would stay away from being an email, or I couldn't wrap my mind around this concept. And then I stopped and I was like, you know what? What the, why wouldn't I be sending them a note? Why wouldn't I send them a holiday note or card? Why is that so wrong? I get so much email from so many other sources that I don't even really care to receive email from, or I've never actually made a direct personal connection. Why wouldn't they want to get a personal email from me and hear from me personally? And listen, they can decide to send my email to a spam folder, or send my email to, not spam folder, but some sort of other folder. They could choose to not even read it. They can just choose to immediately delete it. They can choose to email me back and say, hey, Vanessa, thanks so much for this communication. It's just not what I need right now. Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you for the feedback. I'm not going to get upset that you don't want to hear from me, because guess what? You are not you're not my ideal client. You are not someone that's going to buy from me. So I'd rather know that than always maybe have that hope. But let them have that communication with you. And you'll actually find more often than not, if you've developed a really great relationship with that client, they're going to be happy to hear from you. They're going to be happy to, check in with you, and they are going to want to tell you what they've been up to and initiatives that they've been doing, and just have that the two-way conversation, that reciprocal communication. This business is all about relationships, and you want to be continuing to grow your relationships, grow as an instructional designer, grow as a business person, so that you can continue to grow. And I also had to stop and remember, you know what? Being in sales and marketing myself and, selling, that's not a dirty word. I think so often we feel dirty because of previous connotations, thinking about yourself as a used car salesman or something like that. And that's not what it is. Relationship marketing is not about, being sleazy and selling. It's about having a relationship and developing that relationship with someone else, understanding what their needs are, seeing something and sharing it with them because it's something that they want to know. You want to put yourself in the position where you are their go-to person. So the first way to do that is by being in their inbox, showing them that you still remember them, that they are still important to you, and you want to continue to have that connection. And then when needs arise in a meeting that you're not in, they're going to say, oh, Susie, that's the one I want. You know what? Let's reach out to her. She just told me about this really cool new gamification course she created. It would probably be a hit for this new initiative that we have. Let's email her and see if she's available so that we can connect and learn more to see how we could apply that to our course. And now you just potentially gotten yourself another contract. Now you've continued to fill up that pipeline. So friends, make sure you are reaching out to past clients. It is not sleazy, it's not bad, it's not annoying, it is necessary. Freelancing, there's so many ups and downs, but if you can continue to, market yourself, reach out to past clients, just stay in their top of mind, that will help fill up your pipeline. But also, as they are talking to other, friends, colleagues in other organizations, or they might see something on LinkedIn that, could be a good potential project for you, they'll be your referral. So you don't want to just connect with them as a repeat client to work solely just for their company. You also want them to refer you out to others. And that is a really good way so that they always remember your name when someone says, you know what, I really need someone to help us with this training initiative. Oh, Joey, that's the person that you need to contact. Let me give you his email address and you need to reach out to him. So now you are statistically have a higher chance to close that referral as opposed to a cold proposal. Okay, friends, do you want to start the new year off right? Well, I have the workshop series for you. This is the New Year, New ID Skills Workshop. And I am so excited to bring you this 4-week series starting January 14th. We're going to be working so closely on helping you really craft who you are as an instructional designer so you're able to talk about it, you're able to market yourself, you're able to really shine in front of a hiring manager or a potential client. We're going to talk about mindset, your resume, cover letter, your portfolio, interview skills, your brand, how you show up, and how you stand out from the LinkedIn crowd. It is so affordable. We're gonna work together 90 minutes every Friday, January 14th for the following 4 weeks, and you'll have some homework to share with me, but just so that way you can get feedback, and it's going to be actual deliverables that you can then take to your next job interview, to your next sales pitch, things like that. So make sure you register today. The spots are limited, and honestly, I cannot wait to work with you directly. It's like giving me so much excitement for 2022, and it's a really great way to kick off the new year. So the link to that will be down below. Okay, friends, this is part 1, and I know in my next video, you're going to see me say, I don't have a video, I'm off for the next 2 weeks, but I have just some more goodies to share. So I'm gonna make a part 2 now, and it will be up before the end of the year because I wanna make sure that you're successful in your business of learning. Friends, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.